Still a question mark, which is unfortunate. Go over there. Still no movement on them just yet. Okay, so if I want to get over there, I've got to go all the fucking way around. Okay, so may as well go kill this one while we're down here then. Why not? And that's the Nightcrawler gone. I thought you were going to be the next biggest issue, so let's get rid of you. Damn, we didn't get 2 off. That's a shame. Alright, punt him. Punt him into the ground. May as well keep moving him up then. I mean, it's easy to hurt them, but it's also really easy to get them back. Oh yes, that's the crit. You gotta love crits. There we go. GG. Oh, I love the smell of beating the shit out of my enemies in the morning. Beautiful. Having dealt with the undead, the soldiers start scouting the neighborhood, looking for surviving enemies. One of them attracts his comrade's attention with a shout. He's found some stones that look like a roof of a Sicorian house. After some digging, the soldiers find the ruin of an inn and the remains of a trade caravan that was carrying some valuable cargo that was never able to leave the shelter. Shame. Oh, that's energy, not movement. Yeah, I read that wrong. That's my own fault. Southward bound, boys. Get to there. Don't actually want any of those. I'm actually going to do a quick refresh on this, see if we can get anything. No, unfortunately, nothing we actually recruit. Big F in the chat right there. Cool, got a rank up, love it. Missing in action. The group of Crusaders have gone missing on its way back from a dangerous mission. The commander's staff is determined to save them and offered a number of possible solutions. So we could either... so we get rescue squads. Okay, that's not a bad one. I mean, some logistic stuff wouldn't be bad. Hire diviners. Not really fussed about that. Train new trackers. I think I'm going to go for organize large-scale rescues. More logistic points, the better. The officers will map out all strategic routes and comb the territories under the Crusaders' control. As an added benefit, the soldiers will mark all dangerous areas on the map, which will have positive impact on the Crusaders' logistics. What I'd like to hear. You. Okay, good. We're at least able to stop them taking it. We'll let them go first. Blade of the Inheritor not worth using just yet. Can ignore them because they were summoned. I mean, I can ignore them unless I can get them in a fireball. In which case, I'd rather get them in a fireball. Okay, let's keep using the dragon to be awesome. This is probably just going to be a very, very slow fight, really. I have a feeling attacking a dragon just isn't going to help you there, buddy. I mean, after all, it's a fucking dragon. See, even my second army's useful. Stay there. Let's keep going. At this point, we're just looking literally everywhere to see what we can get, see what we can find.
It's so wonderful not to be alone anymore. Esna, patroness of travelers, I thank you for bringing our paths together.
Cute. Right, let's get ourselves to where we need to be. Okay, seems to be some more stuff going on here. Okay. Okay, we'll make it into a robe. Yeah, we need to do that. As soon as we can, we will. That army literally isn't going to cause me a problem. Up we go. Continue on. Manic Divas there. Okay. Another day, another movement. And this will definitely be our last rest before we go back to Dresden. Not much choice, but wow, we actually failed food. That's hilarious. Okay, let's get going. Nearly time for us to do the more important stuff. Relics. Let's not worry about relics just yet. Okay, I'm pretty sure I had tiefling rights. There we go. Do that. Go to the Desolate Thicket. Assuming this is probably another area that has
No, they did.
stuff for the puzzles and that. That's a lot of
Endure this.
the bows. These aren't mythic, so this must be a low-level area. Low-level by our standards, anyway. Yeah, definitely low-level if they're using just a bunch of babaos. I'm not even sorry. Oh, wow. She nearly nuked them. I love it.
To cease to exist. Make every strike count.
Together we stand.
I was basically just nuked.
Godspeed.
Can't hide from me.
Crumpled letter. Oh wow, if you found this note, I want you to know art is pain. My name is Floggy the Sculptor, and the moment I was born, the goddess Shaylin struck me with the most horrible curse of all. She gave me a craving for art. I became a sculptor's apprentice when I was 7, and by 25 I'd become a still ambitious debutante. Alas, this didn't bring me any happiness. My first piece of art, a composition called The Last Aslanti, takes a step into the lands of the Axis. Caused a stir, and most reactions were shouts of indignation. For some reasons, the public decided that my depiction of Aruden bore a striking resemblance to the chairman of Albusum's Grand Council, Lord Wars. They accused me of being corrupt and subjected me to a shameful beating right at the grand opening. I attributed this calamity to my youthful inexperience, and I intended to turn the tables. To avoid further accusations, I chose a topic that was pronouncedly distant from Albusum's realities. So I depicted the Taiyan goddess warrior, Chitsuru. How could I have known that so many people from Tianxia live in Albusum? And why did none of them warn me that the name of the goddess is actually spelled and pronounced Shizuru? It was misspelled. Oh, that misspelling. Is that a misspelling? A great blasphemy. How could I even suspect that one part of my audience would be outraged by the excessive velocity of my statue, the other would be insulted by its extreme femininity, and the rest would brand me a parasite trying to make money off of undisguised cultural appropriation? Feeling desperate, I turned to abstractism. And when the time had come to give my name to give a name to a statue, I chose the random set of letters, consonants only, but caused even more trouble. That very night, a bunch of strangers clad in hooded black robes broke into my house, threatened me with daggers, and demanded that I never again try to depict their mysterious deity or mention one of his secret names. Having failed at gaining glory among the educated and sophisticated public, I fled north to Socorus. There, among the simple people, my talent could finally blossom. I showed them wooden sculptures, whose crude grotesqueness emanated strength from the primordial power of the earth, things they were supposed to understand. So they beat me up for good measure and kicked me out of their settlement, right after they broke my favorite chisel and spat in my travel bag. Until this day, I have no idea of what I did to offend them. By that time, I'd already learned not to ask pointless questions. The desperation of it all made me feel bitter and stubborn, but fate challenged me, so I accepted the challenge. I had found my mission. I wanted to create a statue that would insult no one. After several weeks of contemplation, I decided to sculpt a chicken. Yes, a simple chicken. They are yellow and they chirp. There's definitely nothing bad about that. Oh, I couldn't have been more wrong. A week after my sculpture was showcased to the audience, a group of grim-looking people came and fell to their knees before it. They pronounced my statue to be an idol of the deity they worshipped, an infernal duke, Iosrael. It turned out that there is a Duke of Hell whose solely symbol is a chicken. That's great. More and more cultists came to see my sculpture every day, and then some kind of public arrived. Tough knights with long swords who chopped all of the admirers of my talent into pieces. After they were done with the slaughter, they started searching for the person who created this blasphemous chicken. For me. I fled, taking my unfortunate creation with me. I dragged the statue as far as I could and left it in the wilderness. I hope no one finds it here, although, since you are reading this, my hope was futile. In this case, you should know art is pain. Beware of the people who worship chickens, and equally beware of those who hate them. And then, but here is the main thing I was trying to say. I didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings. The statue. Foggy the sculptor. I love it. I want to take this statue home. It is amazing. It is art. It is perfect.
Let us press on.
With that chicken from Hell Story, I'll be taking my leave. Have a good one, my dude. Chicken from fucking hell. Oh, Jesus. Now that right there is a good story. So, yeah, this kind of leaves me with a really big problem, is that I've pretty much done everything apart from solve the puzzles. And also do the other thing that I haven't done yet. Oh no, there's a couple places over here, so let's got some time to... Actually, no, we need to go to Dresden. Enter Dresden, to the Citadel. I've just realized we've got max corruption, so we should probably, you know, fix that. We also have a few things to do in Dresden, probably like sell some stuff. Nagona looked at you with an odd expression, part sisterly fondness and part pride. Greetings, Samael. Allow me to introduce you to two travelers seeking your advice. I hope you can spare them a little time. She bows and takes a step back, a mysterious smile on her lips. The dark-haired warrior bows gravely, holding back the heavy mace on his belt. He looks like a common soldier, but his voice rolls with the power of thunder. My respects, Commander. The word of your noble deeds has spread far and wide, lighting a beacon for those who seek wisdom and kindness, even in the darkest times. Please let us partake of your wisdom. A clean-shaven monk, whose belt is adorned with numerous scroll cases, politely bows his head. His glance at you from under his brow, his glance cast at you from under his brow is deep and penetrating. To resolve our disagreement, I ask you listen to the tale of the test we face on our way. Will you do us this honor? I am ready to listen to you, travelers. The monk clears his throat and begins his tale. The sound of his voice seems to envelop you. I walked through the darkness, not knowing my way, not seeing anything around me. Fear and loneliness filled my heart, but my desire to preserve was strong, for others followed in my footsteps. The one who had entrusted their hearts and souls to my care. Desperate, I called out to the gods who were hidden from me by the impenetrable darkness. Upon seeing my stubbornness and hearing my plea, the patrons of mortals appeared and dispelled the fog that clouded my will. The warrior continues his story, as if the events had happened to him, not to the other traveler. The gods offered me a choice between two gifts. One gift was the strength to overcome fear, to prevail over any dangers that might come out of the darkness, and to protect those who trusted my judgment. The monk takes up the story, echoing the words of the warrior. The gods offered me the choice of two gifts. The second gift was the knowledge to lift the shroud of darkness and ignorance, to foresee any threat, and to lead the ones who place their trust in me away from danger before strikes. After the pause, the monk looks at you with shining eyes. Which gift should one who wanders in darkness have chosen? I feel like you're keeping something from me. The warrior laughs hardly and sincerely. You're wise, no doubt about it, but please don't evade the question. Which gift should one who wanders in the darkness have chosen? You have chosen power. The traveler exchanges glances and then looks at you with a smile. The warrior straightens his shoulders. A divine light burns in his eyes, as bright as a flash of lightning. No, Samael, you should have chosen power, though you did. Mighty celestial warrior in shining arms salute you with a fearsome mace. I am the messenger of Ragfiel, the general of vengeance, the cleansing flame that incinerates all that is corrupt and impure. I come to your court bearing glad tidings. Know that Iomade not only looks at you, honored you with you, looks on you with pride. So do all inhabitants and rulers of the upper plains. Each of us sees you as our brother in arms and a kindred spirit. We have come to test your heart. Your words and judgments show that you are in accord with Lord Ragfiel. Know that from now on my master will support you in this war, until the hour of victory. Triumph rings in Targona's voice. See, Samael? We are all with you. All the upper plains believe in you and willing to lay their blades at your feet. Victory is near.